Whew. Hey everybody, I was on my way to bed and then I said, you know what I forgot to do? IRS Dirty Dozen scam number 4. Well, today's scam is all about fake charities. So just a few basics about donations and to charities. So typically if you donate to a charity that's a recognized 501c3, you can deduct the amount of the donations if it's a cash donation, or report non-cash donations on your Schedule A if you itemize. Itemizing meaning that you can take the itemized deduction and versus standard. So standard deduction is based on filing status, like single, head of household, married. But if you itemize, that means you can deduct other things, and the total of those itemizations would exceed the standard deduction. So examples of itemized deductions would be medical expenses in excess of a certain amount, real estate taxes, state and local taxes, mortgage interest, and charitable contributions. So if the total of all of those exceeds what you would receive for being a single, married, head of household, etc., then you would take the larger of the two. So a charitable contribution is considered an itemized deduction. So I wanted to cover that real quick. So this way the scam works is apparently there are bad actors that are creating fake charities, but they are masquerading as legitimate charities. And so they claim that they're 501c3s and thereby making contributions to them deductible on your taxes. However, these are not real charities. So it's always the best practice that before you actually donate to a charity, especially one that hasn't been vetted or that you're not fully familiar with, you want to actually vet the charity to confirm that it is a 501c3. You can go to the IRS website. You can actually look up the name of any charity, and if it is a legitimate 501c3, not only will you see it on a list of legitimate charities, but you'll see a copy of the letter that shows their determination as a 501c3. So you also want to be careful with that, because you don't want to be donating money to a fake charity, right? Someone trying to scam you. But sometimes, people will donate to some of these random GoFundMes to help people, and those are donations, but those donations really are not tax deductible because it's just going to help a person, but it's not going to an actual charity. So it's always important to vet any charity that you decide you want to give to. Go to irs.gov and search in the charity section, or actually you could probably just go to Google and just type in 501c3 IRS list, and it'll take you right there. But the key is to make sure that you are not getting scammed by fake charities. So with that being said, have you heard of this scam? This was one that I didn't know was actually out there. So I'm learning as I go through this list of Dirty Dozen scams. But yeah, definitely be careful. And if you have any questions or any thoughts, feel free to comment and help me build my platform so that I can get this good information out to everyone by commenting and sharing and following. All right, I'll see you guys next time for scam number 5 of the IRS Dirty Dozen. Bye.